Hey y'all,
Welcome back. Alex the Car Doctor, another live coming at you.
another Wednesday night live. We tired.
It's been a week.
Tonight's topic is car shield and warranty companies. A lot of people buy these warranty companies like Car Shield Endurance. What's another one?
I don't never pay attention.
Come on, babe. You're supposed to know.
Uh,
Anyway, Car Shield. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like a warranty company. You call them up, you pay a monthly fee, and in exchange, when your car breaks down, they are supposed to pay your repair bill.
mhm.
Kind of like insurance, I guess. Like how you pay monthly insurance every month, and then
It's repair insurance.
yeah, kind of like that. So we've got 3 or 4 Car Shield claims sitting in the shop, and I don't really know if it's worth it or not. What do you think?
You you broke it down to me where the average person. I'm like, okay, I can see because my question was this to you. I was like, well, you can just take that same $70 you pay in a month and
Mm-hmm.
put it in a bank, a savings, a special car savings bank, and um, within a year's time, you have X amount of dollars. And you was like, I think you did the math. You was like, that's really just gonna cover the part, if that, if something big go wrong. And I was like,
So okay, so Car Shield. Car Shield ranges anywhere from $80 to like $130 or something. And y'all comment if y'all have a warranty company and you like the warranty company or whatever. Please chime in the chat and let us know. But Car Shield ranges in different tiers. With I think 70 or 80 being the cheapest, and I could be wrong. I'm not a Car Shield member, so I wouldn't know. All the way up to $130, and so each payment tier, hey one, comes with different coverages. So you got your powertrain. Now, of course, if you get the cheap of the cheap, then you know it's probably not going to cover much. And I think
we had a situation like that recently.
Who that?
All I know, Car Shield, they don't do a really good job of explaining the coverage.
You can't say that. You can't say that because some people hear what they want to hear. Now that's me having experience in the customer service. You can tell somebody something in black and white in regular ABC, and when something doesn't go the way they want, it just they don't listen. So I can't say that. And they do send you like a booklet with your contract information.
People don't read.
That's what I'm saying. So is it really Car Shield fault?
No, not really.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying.
Car Shield, but just to spoiler alert, Car Shield is my favorite one because I've seen them dump money into cars that really shouldn't be on the road.
They did.
I'm like, Car Shield, what are y'all doing? Like, I would have denied them if I was me personally. If I was a warranty company and you came to me with a 02, 03 Explorer, I'm like, I'm not warranting that. You got to get another car, another SUV, because I know those trucks have problems. And Car Shield pretty much rebuilt Explorer for one of my customers.
Yeah, and it had over 300,000 miles on it. That was crazy. Yes. But look, hold up. That was during the pandemic, though, so they probably just doing whatever. You see what I'm saying? Lefty Dog says, Car Shield and others are not accepted by many independent mechanics. Car Shield tries to blame the damage on some parts that are not covered. Check BBB. Google search shows lots of dissatisfied customers. Lefty Dog, you ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. So, I mean, I've seen them approve claims.
And I've seen them deny a lot of claims, too.
And I think the biggest thing, too, is with Car Shield. Like, okay, we have a Chevy Tahoe in the shop. It needs a rear end. This customer was 670 days into coverage and only had one claim. 600 days, that's like 2 years of coverage, and they only had one claim. So instead of making us jump through hoops and tearing stuff down like we have to do, give freeze frame data, they was like, oh, we're just going to go ahead and approve it. Just send us the mileage. So if you got it and you've paid a lot of money into that contract, they'll go ahead and approve the claim, send the part in, no problem, pay us how they're supposed to. But if you just got them 60 days ago, they're going to want service records. They're going to want odometer.
They're trying to protect themselves.
So, I mean, I get it. They do try to protect. They are a company as well. Because I've seen people buy a lemon, know it need an engine, go ahead and get Car Shield, wait the 60 days, and then get Car Shield to pay for it. So
I think we have I'm not gonna name no names or put nobody business out there, but I think we have a customer
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna say green.
I'm just here to
the green one.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's what happened.
I'm just really here to just do the work. Like I tell the customers, like I'm not about to make up nothing to tell the car shield to tell.
That car don't even have no tag. I'm like, then the story she told us, I was like, she's scamming.
I don't know.
That's probably why she is still in a situation.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's Car Shield. Now we've experienced other warranty companies as well.
That is straight up
and they make the people pay like half. Put a big piece of skin in the game.
We dealing with one now. I don't know the name of it, but we got this Nissan Pathfinder. Needs time and change. Quote is to the tune of about $4,000 because it's newer. There's not a lot of aftermarket parts for it, so I have to get everything from the dealership, and they're only paying $1,700 for
the customer with a lot of
yeah, they only paying $1,700 for it, and then the customer, and it's 99,000 miles. I mean, it's a Nissan, but the customer is like, okay. What? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Blazing Cyrus says, hey, y'all.
Hey, what's
going on? And then y'all who watching, y'all can ask questions if you have something unrelated to Car Shield, but this is just a topic that we feel like we want to talk about. So
we want to spend, like, Q&A is our Sunday thing. We just let that
but if you got Q&A, pop the question. I'm going to click it. We're going to answer it. But, I've seen warranty companies only pay for certain amount of parts. Then you have some warranty companies that don't want to pay our labor rate. Then you have some warranty companies that want to see oil change receipts. And then you got some customers that do their own oil changes. They didn't save the receipt from the AutoZone special that they bought. So I see a lot of claims get denied. I don't know. I guess it just depends on your situation. Protect my car. That's another one.
Protect my car.
Yeah. One of our customers got that. I mean, I didn't have a problem out of that. I submitted the claim, they paid it, and then that was it.
I'm still mad at this one warranty claim situation where we had to do an engine again. They still haven't paid us today.
That's not really.
I know, but still, we're still talking about warranty stuff.
It's Phoenix Parts. We want our money. If you're watching,
Phoenix, y'all owe me, and I'm gonna put y'all on blast. Because y'all straight up. Y'all gypped me.
Yeah. It's Lefty Dog says, remember this, Car Shield is in business to make money. They don't make money by paying out $4,000. And yeah, you're right about that. If they were paying out for all those broken parts, they would be out of business quickly.
So normally what we do when it comes to warranty companies, we let them send their own parts in. That way, if something go wrong, hey, y'all sent this.
Yeah, especially like if there's a certain type of timing chain we like to use. And they don't want to do that, and they send something cheap. Okay, go ahead and send it, because I'm not about to
put it in too.
And I'm put it in, and we've had that happen.
Yeah,
we had a Ford F-150 in the shop, but I don't think that was that Car Shield.
Yes, it was. Yeah. They sent some bull crap out.
They sent a crappy time and chain kit from eBay. We put it on out the box. It wasn't working.
The chain worked. It was a sensor that came with the kit, because I put everything on the kit. If it comes with it, it's going on there. And crank it up, it threw a code right away. I diagnosed it. I was like, it needs a phaser solenoid. And I tried to talk them out of it. I was like, well, just need this one little piece. They was like, no, just do it all over again.
And they paid us, so we don't complain for. But it did have the customers. We did have to keep the customers' truck longer. But when they get to acting funny about those parts and any used part, I always have them send it in. Because you're not going to have me on the hook for a part. Oh, well, the shop supplied it. No, y'all a warranty company. Send these folks what you're supposed to do. Blazing Cyrus says, We got a warranty on my Chrysler 300, and it paid off. A bearing went out, and the warranty covered it, and the drive shaft.
Oh, wow.
So that's a positive. Is it Car Shield, Blaze?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know what warranty company that you're using. But I mean,
and was it a hassle? Was it hassle free, or did they make you jump through some hoops?
Right. Yeah. Give us some more information. Let us know the name of the company, because, like I said, I've seen Car Shield work, but I've seen some people get denied. Like, we got a Honda. Young man bought the car in March. This was what, 2 or 3 months ago. Head gaskets are blown today. His odometer doesn't work. Now, he bought another odometer off eBay or wherever.
eBay.
We installed it. It says 61,000 miles. Car Shield was like, your last reported mileage was over 200K. So what? Does that mean his claim is about to be denied?
We're about to find out.
So we're about to find out, and then that's going to leave him paying it out of pocket. So I just feel like, I don't know. It just depends. Would I get Car Shield? Yes, I would. If I was a single woman, I didn't have my Car Shield sitting next to me.
Or if we didn't have big boy credit cards.
Right. Yeah.
That's another thing. Now, if you have big boy credit cards, guys, for those who got big boy credit cards, you know who I'm talking to. You don't need Car Shield.
Right.
You're pretty much golden. That big boy credit card beats out Car Shield any day.
Right. If you got your own money, pay for your car to get fixed. Have an emergency fund. Blazing Sire says EG Assurance. I have to look them up. As of right now, we do still accept Car Shield. I was supposed to wear my Car Shield hat. Oh, I forgot. If we're not sponsored by them, they send us work. I mean, we accept
They
them.
want us to sponsor them and tell them.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But I don't know. Like Blazing Sire says, he got it. It worked out for him. He has a car warranty company. I've seen car warranty companies work. I've seen some be trash. I've seen Car Shield approved. I've seen them.
Really, you really have to read the fine print on anything you're signing up for. In my opinion, read the small lettering. Read the full contract. I know sometimes it can be overwhelming. But if you don't want no problems, you read that stuff before you sign that stuff.
Right. Lefty Dog says, best extended warranty is buying a car with good reliability.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Toyota, Honda, Mazda. If you buy American cars, best to get an extended warranty from the dealer itself. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, we got a question in here. Jose Lopez. I have a 12 Charger. I replaced all front end, and now I have brake, traction, and ABS lights on. I was told I need a SAS calibration. How would I go about that?
Most likely, that's not what you need. You say you did a whole bunch of front end work. I'm pretty sure prior to doing all that front end work, your ABS light wasn't on. Most likely what happened, which I see this all the time, your ABS sensor got overstretched and internally broke. Physically looking at it, it looks perfectly fine. But if you don't know how to physically test and find that broken wire, you just best to replace the whole sensor. What you need is a proper diagnostic. Have somebody pull up your ABS system on the computer and look at the data readout and see which wheel is not registering. But that's most likely what happened. You overstretched your ABS sensor and it's broken internally.
And not visible to the eye?
Not visible to the eye.
Now, but what if it's not broken? How would he get we are fumbling our words. We're tired. SAS calibration. How would he go about it if that is the case?
I forgot what SAS calibration stands for. But I know that's not the issue.
Don't they do that when you have a car accident?
No, that's DOS.
Yeah. I know a little something about cars, but not a whole lot. Let's see what he says. I'll look at that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
But I see that all the time. It's a real thing, especially coming from other shops that just not paying attention.
Right, exactly. Or unless he did somewhere. Or he said steering angle sensor. Steering angle?
Yeah, that's a big possibility too. What normally happens, but normally you have to be messing around with the steering shaft. If you take the steering shaft off, and if your wheel go to spin out of control, overspin, that'll mess up the sometimes the steering angle is within the clock spring, or if the shaft is overextended. If they drop something down, they had to drop the front cradle or whatever they went through, drop the front cradle and then unhook the steering shaft properly. The steering shaft got yanked and damaged the steering angle sensor.
All right, so check out those two things.
Those. Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Lefty Dog, do you work on cars? Let us know. You're quite.
Steering angle system calibration. That's SAS.
Oh, that's what SAS. Oh, he's telling you. Oh,
no, I don't think that's. I don't know if he's telling me or not.
Are y'all saying that that's what SAS stands for?
Steering angle.
Let us know, good men. Let us know.
I did though. That, like I said, I'm not firing on all cylinders today.
Yeah, so you guys know we short a man, and it's like
it's been tough.
Oh, he said yes. I have an Autel Maxis.
Oh yeah, that's my
stuff. Don't you got one too?
I have the Ultra and I have the Maxis. I have both of them.
Cool. So he work on cars too. But you know, I don't know. Like I said, advice is get your weight up, fix your credit, get you a big boy credit card. So that by big boy I mean get you one at $5,000 limits. Okay, Navy Federal is just handing them out if you can be a member. Okay, or have you an emergency fund, because it's not a question of if your car is going to break down. It's when, because it's going to.
Okay, what kind of car you got?
Yeah, it's something you're going to have to do the required maintenance anyways. And another thing too, preventive maintenance is key.
I got a guy in the shop right now. Shout out to him. He's getting a lot of work done with us. He's doing a lot of preventive maintenance type work. All his hoses are getting changed out, water pump, thermostat. Just for preventive maintenance, there's nothing wrong with it. But you should be doing stuff like that if you don't want to be on the side of the road.
And he drove 4 hours from Savannah, Georgia. We're up near Atlanta. So I guess he said, let me get everything done while I got there.
And he's getting a good rate too. So
yeah,
I think he's been charged. People talking like craziness of repair bills. Where he stays.
Blazing signs. They all break down, and they never break down at a good time.
Oh my gosh, it's so inconvenient.
Yeah, and that's why it's like, you know, even with my Honda and Toyota people, I feel like people like it's a Honda, and they just neglect the crap out of it. Like, no, they need love.
Yeah, it's a machine.
Fix your
Everything has its breaking point.
Ahmed. I'm just going to say his first name. Hi, guys. Got a 2004 Toyota Solara convertible.
Oh, nice.
Should I replace the top? Who handles that? Body shops?
That's a good question. I'm going to assume body shop here. They normally deal with that tedious stuff because it is tedious. I replaced 1 or 2 in my lifetime. I don't enjoy it at all. It's not my cup of tea. I just want to see if I can do it.
Didn't we buy the top off Amazon?
Yeah.
hey, man, Amazon got everything.
Amazon, I think it was eBay, but no, it probably was Amazon.
We bought it offline, and hey, man.
Yeah, it worked out great.
It worked out great.
I was trying to save some money back when we was new dealers.
Yeah, we
didn't have much.
Oh, he's still cheap.
Not really.
Yeah. Colonel Buckshot says, don't scare me by saying my warranty may be worthless. I'm crying in my whiskey bottle right now. Who's your warranty company?
Yeah.
Let us know,
and pull out your contract. It may not be worthless.
It may not be.
You just need to know what you're paying and make sure that's what you're qualified for when you read your contract and your pamphlet.
Yeah, because a lot of people who got the top tier or mid tier, I think, CarShield Gold, I had pulled it up on Alex's phone.
I wish we had a little pamphlet with
I know some customers let me see their pamphlet, but some has diamond coverage, platinum, gold, silver, aluminum. What come with the aluminum package?
They might well threw brass in there. Got the brass package.
They should have said bronze or something.
That's
look, they cover motorcycle. Look, guys, they cover. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, they cover motorcycle and ATV. Interesting. So,
yes.
If you go to the website, it tells you what coverage you have. But some people get maybe the gold, and they say, "Well, look, we don't cover radiators, rotors, brakes." Simple maintenance stuff, and
most of them don't cover diagnostics, so be prepared to put some skin in the game if you have a warranty company. Some Sometimes they require $100 deposit. I mean, not deposit, but deductible. They don't cover. Sometimes they don't cover breakdown. Like if something is wrong with your engine, and the warranty company want to see exactly what's going on internally, they'll always hit you with something like, well, we're gonna need this, we're gonna need the mechanic to tear it down, and if we don't like what we see, the customer is gonna get stuck with the bill.
Correct. And we have to get the customer to authorize to tear down. Like we did a transmission once, and they wanted freeze frame data. They like fluid samples. Okay. We've only had an adjuster come out once in the last 3 years that we've been accepting. So most of the time, you take the transmission down, you open up the transmission, you collect the fluid samples, they send out an adjuster. But ever since the pandemic, like they're satisfied with a picture of the fluid only. So but if we open that transmission and nothing is wrong with it to their standards, then the customer not only has to pay us for the tear down, but also got to pay for the job if they don't approve it. Now that has never happened.
But I'm pretty sure it has happened out there.
I'm sure
we're just speaking from our little mom and pop shop.
Yeah, in our experience. But you do have to pay for the diagnostic because they're only going to give you 0.3 or something like that, which is crazy. And then you do have to pay the $100 deductible. All right.
So be prepared to pay something.
Blazing Sire says, negotiate the price of that warranty too. The dealer will usually give some off. Now, who has experience with dealer warranties? Like, let us know how that works. Because I mean, obviously, everybody's not our customer. If the customer can go to the dealer and get what they need, I would happily send them there. You know what I'm saying? In order for them to save money or what have you. We do that all the time. But I'm not really sure how the dealer warranty works, and then how long do they last? Is that for a specific amount of time? I'm not really sure, because sometimes cars come and they say, well, it's out of warranty. Then in our neck of the woods in Georgia, a lot of dealers won't do older cars. Like
they'll stop selling parts for older cars.
Yeah,
on purpose.
2010 and young and
they'll stop working on 2010s.
2010 and older, the dealership turned them away. And so also the dealerships that's local to us do not accept CarShield. So I don't know. Tango Adar says, hello, good content as always. I just replaced a drive shaft on my Challenger from Mopar. You have very good video about it. Do I need to balance it, or is it already balanced by Mopar?
It should be balanced. If you bought that drive shaft new, it's going to come balanced. I'll be very shocked and surprised if it didn't. And if it didn't, that's a defect on their end, not yours. Just make sure your mating surface where you're bolting the drive shaft, make sure there's no heavy rust buildup. Take you like a wire wheel or
a Brillo pad.
Yeah, Brillo pad, and scrape that rust away and make sure the surface is nice and flat before you put it on there, because that can throw some stuff off too.
Steve Carlson says, save your money. Better pay a good mechanic when needed. Do your maintenance.
Amen to that.
Y'all better listen to Steve. He giving y'all the game. He giving you the game. Also, do you think it's better to change it to one-piece drive shaft? I also saw some recommendation to change only the support part from JXB. Thank you.
Must be talking about that Challenger. Yeah, because the newer Challengers, I know they're really not made to be rebuilt. But if you can do a one piece, I'll say do that. That'll be a lot better. But I do know the diameter of the drive shaft have to change, because the skinnier drive shafts need a support bearing, something the drive shaft people told me. I don't know. I'm not a drive shaft expert when it comes to rebuilding. Yeah. Normally I go back factory, so I won't run into any issues. But when you do one piece, that is a lot better. But then we're talking about performance type stuff. Then when you start altering cars from factory settings.
Right. Yeah. If you're in the Southeast, call Driveline. Look it up. Drivelin.
They make custom drive.
They make
shaft.
custom drive shells, and they'll be able to give you the safe answer to that, because we certainly don't want you to, messing nothing up, right? Brandon Clark says, Alice the car doctor, do you have any tips for a young-ish mechanic?
You know I do.
What's youngish? What you mean, youngish?
Yes.
Either you young or old. I'm just kidding.
Tips. Let's see. Education is key. Get yourself some YouTube university happening. That's the best thing to start following random mechanics out there that sometimes you can't follow everyone though. Following me is a good thing because I've been around.
He's 27.
Oh yeah.
Alex been doing this since he was 18.
Professionally,
yeah.
Read, get your hands dirty. Try to get into the field. As I wouldn't necessarily say apprentice, because they'll treat you like a b-boy and make you do crazy stuff. Run and go get this. Clean up this oil spill for me. You don't want to do that. But try to get in the field as like a service tech, like doing oil changes and whatnot. But this industry, you really have to be focused and able to think outside the box. Patience is another key thing. You have to have patience dealing with this industry, and you have to pay attention. So if you occasionally 420 smoker that do that on the regular, that is not going to help you in this industry. Or any kind of recreational drugs. You can't do that, or any kind of alcohol in this industry. You will get in trouble, leaving people wheels off, and you're dealing with people's cars in a nutshell.
He says, I'm currently a B-Tech. I graduated from Niyati, I don't know how to say that, and Mercedes-Benz University.
Nice. So it sounds like you know a little something there. Sounds like you're heading down the right track.
Keep hustling, keep practicing.
Hopefully my advice, little 2 cents help. I can't go really deep into it because, this is a live and I'm trying to answer everybody's stuff.
But keep hustling. Alex quit every job he ever had. When he got to a point,
there's a reason though.
He started off as an oil tech. They would not let him do anything else, so he quit that and went to Midas. Then he got to a point where they would stop letting him do certain stuff.
They was on some shiesty stuff.
He quit that and went to Goodyear, and he just kept climbing that ladder. So don't be afraid to spread your wings and fly if that's what you need to do.
And don't put up with no stuff from no one.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
If you don't like the way you're being treated, leave. If they don't like the way they're handling business, leave.
Yeah. But I think the most experience Alex got was from being a mobile mechanic.
Being out on my own.
Yeah, he was able to see a wide variety of different problems, situations, solutions, and having to figure it out.
And I really had to think outside the box because I couldn't go get my coworker, hey, have you seen this problem before? I was out there alone. So I had to learn how to work with things that I didn't have no business doing by myself in a nutshell. And that really opened my eyes to how to do things.
And then also, Brandon, do you love working on cars? Because you got to love it.
Don't do it for the money. You have to be in this industry because you really like to do it as a hobby,
That's with anything, guys. All of you who may be watching, don't chase the dollar because it always runs.
That's my saying, babies. Took my saying.
What are you talking about? That's our saying. We married. Whatever you come up with, it's mine.
Okay. I can't argue with you there.
Thank you. Now, like I was saying, don't chase the dollar. It always runs. Just find what your innate talent is.
And work off of that, and you will get the money. The money will come.
Hot Sizzle TV says, scared man can't win. I'm trying to tell you.
Ain't mad at that.
Tell you, baby.
Shoot, scared money don't make no money, too.
You know what? Me and Alex been married 16 years, and we started together at like 17 and 18. I'm telling you, man, we've been taking risks ever since. I told him now,
we're some big risk takers.
I'm tired. I want to sit down and be regular for a little change.
Like we got so much invested, just sitting out there. It's like, okay, when are we gonna stop doing this?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I just want to, I've gotten to the point of my life I'm just trying to chill. Like, he's finally happy
Yeah.
with working for himself and I can do whatever. So I don't know, man. But Hot Sizzle TV is right. Scared man don't win. Zachary Atwood says, I have a 2022 Equinox, Chevy Equinox RS. It has been parked for 4 days because of bad weather. Once started, these codes popped up, and now the car starts and shuts off immediately. Codes are U18A2,
Let's look those up.
P16D7, and P305SE. Let me see. This is not my phone. This is my son's phone. I don't know. Pass me the. Where your phone?
I don't know.
We can't even look up the code. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry.
You had it.
I be misplacing stuff, y'all. Really. All right. Okay, let's look up this one. U18A2. Let's see what it says.
Lost
communication with fuel pump driver control module.
Okay.
What kind of weather are we talking about?
Weather.
What kind of weather are we talking about? Rain, snow, what? What
climate you stay in? Like you stay where it's a lot of salt on the road?
167. 16. It looked like to me it may have lost communication with a module or something. Or body control module maybe.
The fuel pump drive module. So it's having a fuel issue. That's what it looks like. What you can try to do.
Okay, code that P16D7 is
communication circuit malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
What I would try to do, I will find my battery and try to do a hard reset.
He said lightning. And he's West Texas.
Oh gosh, he probably got struck.
Good have.
Yeah, you're gonna need professional help, but before you take it to get professional help, try doing a hard reset. A hard reset, you can do this by finding your battery, taking both negative and positive, of course, off the battery, and put them together like so, and hold it there. That will drain the memory of the vehicle, and once you hook the battery back up, everything should be a hard reset. Now you have to be careful doing this because most newer vehicles use secondary batteries, and if you do that, and if it's a secondary battery in this system, you can burn up some stuff. But from my understanding, that vehicle don't have a secondary battery, but I would definitely check your manual or just do a Google search, how many batteries my car have, and you'll probably get an answer, or just one, and they'll show you the location. But try the hard reset. If the hard reset don't work, most likely you have a bad connection at that fuel pump drive module, or your car is.
But that other code says PCM lost communication too.
Yeah, I know it's all about the drive module. Something electrical is going on. Either I don't know if there's salt on the road where you're at, but sometimes Texas. Oh no, there's no salt in Texas. So
I'm having an electrical meltdown.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get struck by lightning or something crazy. Gene, 1984 G said, "What's going on?" Hey, Gene.
Hey, what's going on, Gene?
I have a Chevy Express van 4.8 with the PO455 code.
That code sounds familiar.
It's a gross leak evaporative emissions.
The most common thing you can check for yourself is pretty common sense, but this is the fuel cap. Look at the fuel cap seal, or just change it out with a new one if it looks old. Try that first. If that don't work, change out the fuel cap, erase the codes, because the code is not going to erase on its own. In most cases, erase the code, drive it around, see if it comes back on. If it comes back on, most likely it was some net flying around in here. Most likely you have a stuck a vent solenoid, and that's normally up out of the vehicle. I know GM vent solenoids always go out, but if your vehicle if that's the only code, it should just be a vent solenoid. But the proper thing that needs to be done, if you don't want to throw parts at it, is a smoke test that'll show you exactly where it's set. But the person who's doing the smoke test needs to know how to do a smoke test. They need the tool to close the system, because if you do a smoke test and that vent valve is open, it's just going to come out the vent valve. And so you'll need to tell the computer to close the vent valve or put it in service mode where you can properly do the smoke test. So make sure you be like, hey, y'all know how to properly do a smoke test, right?
Terrence Winter says, love you guys, Alex. We love you right back.
Much
For
love
sure.
from the Davises.
That's right. Arthur Wall says, hello, I have an 08 BMW 335i with the inline 6 twin turbo. Is it possible to get these now, Arthur? You got me reading these big old words after 8 o'clock.
They're
piezo electric fuel pumps. I don't know.
What 08, is that direct injected yet or no? And why you think you need to rebuild the fuel injectors? Are you having fuel problems? Is leaking? Well, what's going on? I need more information.
He says, listen, he don't put that supercalifragilisticexpialidocious word up there, and I'm looking like, huh?
Yes, what it's direct injected.
Okay.
On the direct injectors, yes, you can replace the little seals, those little plastic hard seals. You can replace those, but I think that's as far as it go, and you probably have to order the parts offline or something.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to buy them new. He can save a little piece of bread. There you go.
Should be able to.
All right. Zachary Atwood says, thank you guys. Love y'all. Keep up the good work, and I promise y'all will get to 100K before you know. We surely is trying. You hear me? This people don't know. Everybody wants to do YouTube, but it's as hard as a regular job. It's so much competition and the algorithm. I stopped caring about the algorithm. I just make the content that I think that the regular average person would need to know, and we just go with that.
Because at the end of the day, we are out here trying to spread the word and help people. Truly.
Absolutely. Gene 1984 says, okay, thanks. I will try that first and then change the solenoid and go from there.
Okay, if you want to throw parts at it, hey. I'm just telling you the common issues that go wrong, but
Arthur Wall says, okay, I'll check it out. Thanks. Yeah, and then you guys too, especially people like Gene and people that show up here every live. Like I'm starting to get to know some of y'all.
We missing one person, and he actually won our little
Mike
game.
P.
Mike P. Shout out to you. You actually got the game right.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, and if y'all want to join in and make guests and see if you guys get it right too. But Mike P was the first one out of a whole bunch of people just guessing. My wife posted a picture of a Wrangler and said,
what was wrong with it? It's a 3.6 Pentastar. And everybody was naming everything.
What do you guys think? Why that truck was in my shop? Was it today? Yes.
It's today.
It was today.
I don't know.
Put down your guesses.
Since we haven't had any more questions, I want to know, what was y'all's first car? Okay. My first car was a 1995 Pontiac Grand Am.
My first car was a 2001 Ferrari California.
Man, get out of here. He ain't had no Ferrari. No,
I'm just playing.
I would have shown enough gave you my number quick.
No, I had a 95 Nissan 240.
That wasn't your first car.
Yes, it was my first car. That's my first
car.
That's the first
car you bought.
That was my grandma car at Subaru station.
But you drove when we met. You came took me out on a date. It was in a station wagon.
That was my first car ish.
I almost didn't date him because I was like, ew, he got a station wagon and it's a Subaru. They don't have Subarus in the hood back then. You were like, what kind of car this is?
I love Subarus. I love wagons, and to this day, I actually have one that I'm putting the LS motor in.
All right, Otis Shelley says, O2 Ram 4.7 vacuum pressure is at 15 on the vacuum gauge. Truck doesn't accelerate as it should compared to others I've ridden in. Seems to shift a little sluggish on hard acceleration. What should I check?
You should have some check engine light codes. If you don't have any check engine light codes, that's an older truck, and sometimes transmissions won't. If you're having transmission issues, it won't throw a check engine light. So First off, you need to make sure the truck is going through all of its gears. You have an RPM gauge, right? So the first thing you can check to make sure it's switching gears. Every time it switches gears, first gear is like this. It'll go up. Then when it switch gears, it'll go down. So that's gear number 1. Then it'll go up, switch gears, it'll go down. That's gear number 3. You should have a 4-speed automatic. So make sure it's switching through all the gears, because if you're having a transmission issue, which those trucks are known for, your truck could probably be taken off in 2nd or 3rd gear. Then once you pick up speed, it'll kind of get where it's going after the RPMs pick up. A second thing you can look for is you may have a stopped up catalytic converter. If you have a stopped up catalytic converter, that can hinder performance as well. But normally that throws a check engine light code.
So Otis, do you have any check engine light
those
code?
are the 2 things to check for.
First,
72 Nova.
Now, hey, Ira, you was on the gangster lane with that 72 Chevy Nova.
2-door or 4-door? Because it's the one that's not really sought after. Then you have the one that's sought after.
So his first car was a 72.
Let me know, 4-door or 2-door.
Cam says one of the best mechanics on YouTube. Oh, thank you so much, man. We
really
do try. Shan in the house. Hey, my favorite bosses.
Yes.
So Shan is our. When you call the shop, you gonna get Shan. Yep. Okay, she gonna greet you. She gonna write your quotes and everything like that. What's up, Shan? Shan is checking in. Got Brandon Clark. His first car was a 1996
that was a
Honda
nice
Accord.
5-speed too.
And it was beige. I would like to see that. All right, y'all was out here doing the 5. Nobody, I was just saying the other day.
I swapped mine over to a 5-speed.
Nobody likes to drive, a manual, man. That's a lost art. So
yes. And it's actually a good thing, because if they made Kias and manuals, I'll guarantee you they wouldn't be getting stolen.
Man, or you can just get a Kia to feel like I told y'all that was the best Kia ever made. Tony also said, hey, my people, I love your energy. What's up, Tony?
It's the Tony.
Gene says, my first car was a 1977 two-door box Chevy, red with the white top, red interior.
Y'all out here pimping.
Chevy, with Chevy rallies, white leather ties, and 212s in the trunk. Man, you had the gangster lane too.
Yes.
That
was hot. That was hot.
I actually, when we was coming up, Cutlass and box Chevy.
Yes. All that. I was at one point. I was like, please, if I see a box Chevy again, I'm gonna scream. Like it was like seeing Charger, Challenger. Mm-hmm. Everybody had a box Chevy. I'm like, I'm pulling out my hair.
I wonder what, and you know what? Really down here in the South, the rapper T.I., he had that album that came out where they was talking about 24s and all that. That was the thing. If you could get a box Chevy,
you was
or a Bubble Caprice,
or a Cutlass,
you was somebody. You was somebody.
Gang.
Ira said it was a 2-door, so he legit. Yeah.
Oh man, what happened to it? If you still have that car, you got yourself some money.
Yeah, I always liked those Dunks too. Is that?
No, that's the big old Impala.
The Dunks are sexy. Those things are expensive too. Cam said he had a 2000
Good
Honda
reliable.
Civic.
You probably just got tired of it running and just sold it, huh? I'm tired of this old car. It never dies.
I always didn't your brother have when we met, he had a hatchback? Didn't he? Was it Civic hatchback?
Oh, yeah, he did. He did have a hatchback.
Ellie's brothers, they have some crazy cars. They don't care what they drive. They great. Gene says, for the truck, was oil change or sensor wire broke? Or a sensor wire broke?
Which truck?
Which truck, Gene? I scroll back up and check and see. My first car was a 1984.
Ooh, a 280Z.
Nissan 280. Y'all some gearheads. So we don't got. I'm thinking I'm the only one in here with a lame first car. Y'all, you know what? I don't care. I love my Grand Am. My grandmama helped me buy
Glory.
that. He gonna say it's boring now, but he showed asked to borrow it when we first started dating because he was trying to do his head gasket on his Subaru. And he was a noob back then.
I did the head gasket part, but just couldn't time it.
So I was like, you can't borrow my car. I don't know you like that. I should have let you borrow it now. Caper says, what's up, Alex? What's up,
going on?
What we doing now? We talking about car shield warranty. We answering car questions. And we asking, what was your first car that you ever got? So all of y'all who just now coming on, what was your first whip? when you first start driving on the road. How old were you when you first started driving? These kids today, they don't want to drive. They rather do Uber. I couldn't wait to get my license when I was. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Melodic tunes. He laughing. He always laughing. But no, that was the thing back in the day. Them gangster lean cars. That's what I call.
That's why I want a Cutlass so bad, and I finally got one.
Yeah, you gotta
get. That I haven't drove yet.
All right. Who
LS
is that?
400.
Gibney says a 94.
Man, them cars.
LS 400. Is that the Lexus?
Yeah.
Man, y'all were balling. What y'all were balling back then? That Lexus probably still run today.
Yeah, the thing's hard to kill. Like, oh my gosh.
All right. Arthur Wall says my first car was a 1998 Nissan Altima.
He's with you. A normal car.
That's okay, Arthur. Because guess what?
It's good old reliable though.
Yeah, it is.
The things there.
Now I will say they don't make Altimas like that.
Nope.
You couldn't kill them.
That's when they was bulletproof.
You couldn't kill them, but I ended up totaling it out. God dog it. After my graduation, trying to show out.
Which car?
His car. Gene had a. Let me go back, scroll up and see. Gene, what you had? He had something. We got like box Chevy.
Oh no.
2-door. Trying to show out the truck that you was working on underneath. I was scared I was going to get in trouble. How old were you, Gene? Probably 18, huh? Trying to graduate out here flexing for the ladies. That's what it was. LS 400 was a great car. I'm telling you.
That car was the bomb.
Melodic said his first car was 2001 Saturn. Hey, they don't make Saturns. The Saturns back then were good cars.
Yeah, they were.
You couldn't kill us. If you had a
GM, that was like a Cavalier. That Saturn he had was probably based off a Cavalier. And those Cavaliers back then, oh my gosh, they was bulletproof.
Up until 2004.
Unless you throw actual bullets at them, then they don't like that.
Oh my God, Alex, we'll make a video about it. He actually, so we have what we call pusher cars at the shop, and he gets bored every now and then and shoot them for fun. I don't know. He's destructive.
You gotta test your rounds.
A standard model. That's all you had to get, man. That's all you need back then. Yeah,
I had the wind up windows.
I prefer wind up windows now. You gonna worry about?
I got wind up windows in my '85 Accord.
I knew you was gonna bring up that Honda. I knew he was gonna bring up that ugly Honda.
Look, I'm like, what's his name? Scotty with that raggedy Celica that he always bring it up.
Don't be talking about Scotty Celica.
Yeah, like my Celica over here. That's who I remember.
Alex has a 1985 Honda Accord that he drives.
Love that car.
It has a carburetor.
I put a Weber.
And he swapped it for $250 worth of services.
No, I think I paid some on. I don't know.
I don't know, but it wouldn't cost that much. It didn't cost
$300. I think I paid total of $300 or $250 for it.
All right, here go JW. Oh, wait a minute. Caper said, how long you had that Accord?
I have that Accord for about
a year.
Yeah, going on a year now.
Yeah. He drive it. I make a short so y'all can see how ugly it is.
It's not ugly. It's really nice. It's got the suicide hood. When I first seen that car, the lady drug it out of somebody's backyard. It was all green and the tires was brand new, but it was so badly dry rotted.
The windshield look like somebody went through it.
It's cracked because a tree probably fell on it, and the problem is I can't find a windshield for it. So I was like, man, I gotta have that Accord. It had a luggage rack on the back. I was like, oh, that's gangster.
We'll put it in a community post. I'll do y'all a little picture of it.
So he was like, how much you want for it? He thought I was playing because I seen the potential of it. And he was like, give me $300 for it. I'm about to just junk it anyway. I was like, bet. So I went out there, poured some gas. So let me just see if it'll work. Tried to crank it, didn't say nothing. So I went to the fuse box, bridged the fuse because it was some riggery stuff going on. And that bad boy cranked right up. I was like, no way.
And he take the kids to school.
And I stopped pouring gas in it and it stayed running. Now, it wasn't running that good because this carburetor was sitting up, but it runs good.
It's ugly. But anyway, JW says car warranties are okay as long as you don't get ripped off on the price of the contract and the
Yes.
mechanic, and take care of your car and keep good permanent records and receipts of purchased supplies.
You said a mouthful right there. That
hit-
pretty much summed it all up.
Basically, y'all listen to JW
Yes.
and do your maintenance. You
summed it all up, because we are dealing with a customer right now that got ripped off by another shop. It's a very sad story. And CarShield like, well, we can't help you. You need to take it back to them. But she don't trust them no more, which I wouldn't trust them neither.
I feel like they should do something about that, because they referred her to them. I don't know.
Just like JW said, though,
you gotta
reputable shop.
Save your receipts. I see a lot of claims get denied because they can't produce those oil change receipts. All right. He says in accordance with manufacturer's owner's manual. You know what, JW? People don't read their owner's manual like they used to do back in the day.
I love reading mine.
Yeah.
I love myself an owner's manual. My favorite ones are the old ones, because sometimes the old ones give you like little diagrams.
They tell you how to fix it.
Yeah. Oh, this is so awesome. It tell you how to change the bulbs. It's like a repair book. But these new ones,
they'll tell you.
Refer what it say? Take it to your nearest service dealer if you see this light. Like, what?
You can open your owner's manual and know how to fix your own car back
It
then.
was so cool. I'm gonna find an old owner's manual and show y'all.
But I tell you this, guys, I always educate the customers, because me and Shan are the ones that really deal with the customers. And our mission statement for the company, as well as the YouTube channel, is education. A lot of people own these machines and have no clue how to keep them up. Or I think we had one customer, the dashboard said hot temp or something. She thought it was talking about the weather. I was like, no, and she blew a head gaskets in a 2019 Jeep.
Yep,
brand new Jeep. A lot of people don't know, but I always say this: your odometer don't just tell you how far you've gone; it tells you what time it is. Open that manual and see at what mileage you're supposed to do what service. And
very important.
You won't need CarShield as much. You know what I'm saying?
And I build my shop around education. I literally have an engine table, a real engine table sitting in my lobby, so I can point out different things to customers.
Right. Zachary Atwood says, what's your opinion on the used car market? These prices are ridiculous, and do you think it will come down?
I don't know.
We living in strange times.
Very
I am
strange.
a used car dealer. I don't upcharge the car. If anything, I get the cars so cheap because I buy them broken because I have him. So a lot of my cars I sell below what the value is.
We don't be out here trying to.
Yeah, I got a saying.
Take people.
I got a saying for everything.
Hogs.
Pigs get fed. Hogs get slaughtered. See, I'm okay with just getting fed, getting my profit, and go on about my way. So, I don't really know why would the price for the cars be so high, because the prices are pretty much, they okay at the auction.
Yeah, they're not bad at the auction.
I'm not really sure. I just know people are holding on to their cars a little bit longer these days.
You got a lot of greed in play too, so I don't know.
Man, it's America.
Because it's not a government. How the government come in like, well, y'all have to do this. Not a government mandated thing when it comes to selling cars. So people get a hold to that greed.
Well, it is to a certain degree. Like I'm
talking about used car market.
Well, it is. Like we have to answer to in Georgia, we have to answer to the board. However, Georgia is not a first of all, lemon applies to new cars, not used, not in Georgia. Lemon, the term, you bought a lemon. Lemon applies to new cars bought off the lot that came off the manufacturer line with a problem. In Georgia, once we sell it as is, that's it. Don't matter if it blow up tomorrow. That's your car, right? So with that, you can file a complaint with the board, but I mean, they gotta catch you first. I mean, they're gonna fine you, but that's it. Green Turtle says, "Hang on to that Accord. It's a classic."
I'm trying. My wife don't like it at all.
He took me to IHOP in, and I was like,
it turns a lot of heads, believe it or not. People are like, what is that, a Mercedes? I'm like, it clearly have a Honda emblem on it.
We could just take my car.
It's so nice.
JW says,
and the AC works.
It now
And the cruise control.
How you gonna cruise? Your car don't go but 40 miles per hour.
No, doing 80, 90.
JW says, I always say anytime you want to double check something, just remember the owner's manual comes from the people that build the car, not the person trying to sell you the service. Absolutely. But people, we got to get
good advice, JW.
You're right. The car manual is like a car's Bible. Yeah, you got to. Melodic Tune says the love of money is the root of all evil.
Amen to that, bro.
And I like how you capitalize love, because a lot of people leave that out. They say money is the root of all. No, money is just gonna be money.
Yeah, money is not evil.
The love of it though, and what you'll do for it though, that's the root of all evil. I've
seen people do strange things for some money that out of their character. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Blazing Science says, everyone have a good night. Keep them pillar stars on a roll. Absolutely. This is the $1 million question. What's your question, Caramel? Let me see. Oh, I guess the title is Car Shield worth it?
No.
All right. And then Otis Shelley says they have different colors antifreeze for different cars. Will the wrong color antifreeze eat up gaskets and seals? Great question.
Yes, that is a very good question. I personally haven't seen it. Do I recommend doing it? No, because the scientific answer behind this is that particular coolant is designed for those particular gaskets and seals. So if you're using the wrong gaskets, there's a possibility that you can speed up something happening in the future. Now, you put it in there a couple of years. Oh, it ain't hurting nothing. Yeah, it's not like a quick thing. It's going to take some time to start affecting things. So that's the scientific answer of it. Yeah, over time, it'll start doing damage, but not right off the bat.
And then European cars got their own coolant. Yeah, with that. Thinker Outside the Box said his first car was a 1986 Ford Mustang 4-cylinder.
Oh, he had the fastback.
I put big wheels and a sound system in it and felt. Hey man, y'all done had some good first cars. I feel a little lame, but that's all right. Me and Melodic Tune, he had his Saturn. I had my Grand baby, and somebody else had a 96 Altima. That's all right. We had reliability. Okay.
I had reliability too. My 240 and my Subaru was, oh man, nice.
Caramel 68 said yes, the title, which is better. So I'm gonna put JW's comment back up on here on this screen because he had gave a really good answer, and someone else did too. But Caramel, he says car warranties are okay as long as you don't get ripped off on the price of the contract and the mechanic, and take care of your car and keep permanent records and receipts of purchase supplies.
That right there that
is key. Yes, that is key. At the beginning of the live, we said that, I've seen CarShield approve claims and I see them deny claims. Most of the time they get denied if you're not keeping up with your maintenance on your vehicle.
Record keeping is everything.
So you can't be with them for 30 days and say, oh, I need an engine. They're going to, okay, first of all, have you been changing your oil? Have you been doing this? Stuff like that. So
get you a little pouch, and just normally people keep it in their glove boxes, or if you got a Kia, you may not want to do that because it may get stolen and they may throw it out there. So Kia owners, just don't put nothing important in your car.
Nobody should be buying Kias right now. All right,
but get your little booklet and
little
folder and file it away, and every time you get something new, just drop it down in there.
But we had another person on this live that said that he had a warranty company and it came in handy for him. So it just depends on the company. Ask lots and lots of questions.
Don't be scared to ask questions. I get on people's nerves.
Yeah, understand the coverage, because obviously different coverages doesn't cover certain things. Okay, so if you get the lowest coverage, I think the CarShield's lowest coverage is aluminum. That sounds like cheap. Crap. That sounds like aluminum foil. So just think of that. So
we only cover oil changes.
Right. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? She says, thanks. Love y'all.
We love you too.
We thank y'all for stopping by the live tonight. The next live is going to be Sunday at 7. Just strictly car questions, Q&A. Come and chat with us. We do these lives to educate, to be able to answer you guys' questions one-on-one. I know sometimes the comments get a little out of hand. So we are just trying to put more things out there so we can communicate with you guys and build
we
a
want to
community.
hear from y'all. Y'all are like family. Y'all gonna be
That's
part of the
right.
Davis family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Alex the Car Doctor family.
We gotta name our family. We gotta
Yes.
come up.
Y'all throw some names, you know.
Yeah, think of something and let us know.
Yeah, what y'all want to be called?
We're gonna be our own gang on
Yeah.
YouTube. But until next time, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Y'all have a good evening. I'm about to go crash.
Yep.
It's been a long day. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Alex the Car Doctor out. See you guys on the next one.
Bye-bye. Oh, Mike P came. Mike P, you got the question right. We'll message you.
Yes.
All right, let's be out. If it let me. All right, there we go.